Hey, it's Andre. It's time for another Friday flying update. A Hawk, a Vapor, and a Phantom. Yeah, we've had stranger things on the bench. First and foremost, hi. Sorry, I'm still getting over a wicked cold, so that explains last week's absence. And even the podcast will be interesting. I keep losing my voice and getting all gurgly and coughing and all that. So anyhow, let's dive into it. The Hawk is back on the bench because, well, I never finished it and I was waiting on something. These are the technical service bulletin, which came out from Freewing and MotionRC. So I got this in the package in the mail earlier this week, and this is an intake reinforcement set. So basically they are 4 pieces of plastic which go inside the intakes in front of the line. So basically I have to take the wing off, and when I do, I'm going to take that opportunity to actually put a little bit of screening onto the cheater holes. You go in, scuff them up. I'll link the MotionRC video in my description so you see what you need to do to make that work. And basically they're going to be reinforcing next couple versions. The revisions when they come out for the next generation, or not even the next model rollout production, will have these already in there. So they're pretty simple. There's 2 on the inside and then 2 that sit along the channel on your ducting, so they'll go into the various spots. So a little sanding, a little gluing, a little prepping, and let it sit for 24 hours and it is ready to go. So I'm looking forward to that. I really am looking forward to spring and flying this airplane. It is gorgeous, and it's just, you know, it's just sitting here waiting for me to get going and fly it. So I'm really looking forward. Speaking of MotionRC, this weekend on the podcast, we have Alpha on talking about the new Freewing 90mm F4 Phantom. It looks like a monster-sized aircraft compared to this, and price-wise and everything. It's about double the cost of this particular aircraft, and yeah. And they even have an 8S version that goes for like $570 US. So that's pretty extreme. On to the Vapor from my buddy Chris. I finally got my hands on my first set of Venom batteries. Look how tiny these things are. This is ridiculously small, so I will have to get some Velcro out or something and get the little Vapor Lite MX or MP high performance HP, I guess. You can tell it's been a long day. There's the cough. So I will get that going. I do have new props as well. I did glue the one I broke because I hit the banister. So Chris tells me these batteries make the world of difference as far as how this aircraft responds and handles. So I'll get a little Velcro going and just stick them on there, put a little up attitude, a little mixing with the throttle, and off I go. Phantom. So last week I spent a few hours, I guess. I updated the tablet to the new iOS. I updated the operating system, sorry, the app, the DJI Go app for Phantom 4, and I did a bunch of updates on this aircraft, and I think, fingers crossed, that has fixed some of my glitching video issues. I sat the Phantom down on my desk. I had the laptop in the background doing pan and tilt with the camera and everything, and I walked outside. I went down the street. I went to the backyard, and I think my antennas are working correctly. Like I said, last year I'd had a successful flight. I mean, I was 15 feet off the deck behind trees testing this thing, you know, and just to see what these antennas would do. And then there was a software update, and from that point on, it was absolutely terrible. The video was tearing, but it was a pattern tear. So it was predictable that it was going to tear. And by dropping down the bandwidth and everything, I overcame that. So I wasn't getting the quality. Obviously, these antennas do a really good job. The FPV range LR do a really good job. So I'm hopeful that the weather will let me fly it, and I'll go out and be able to test a few things with it. Fingers crossed. I mean, I haven't flown this thing in a while. I do enjoy flying it, but I just, flying the Phantom in the cold is no fun. You're sitting there shivering, the shots are shaking, the aircraft is complaining it's cold. It's just, yeah, the winter flying has been absolutely dreadful this year for me, and I have a cold, so that's no fun. My buddy Chris Gooden sent this monster. This is for the 3D lab print big Spitfire, the 1700mm Wingspan Spitfire. I did go to my local hobby store, Great Hobbies, and pick up the proper bullet connectors, so I'm just waiting in for all the other parts to come in, and I will get back into 3D printing. Again, I've had a miserable 2 weeks, and it's been just come home, go to bed, sleep, recover, and you know, that is going to be the theme probably for a little bit of this weekend and into next week till I get really back up to full speed. In the meantime, I did pick up a set of headlights for the Traxxas, and I have been enjoying my Traxxas truck. This thing, it's a monster. So these go into the front grille, and we'll just give it a little extra kick light off the, they plug into the receiver. So, there you go. See, yeah, it's time to shut it all down. I'm just happy to have been able to produce a video and get an update out. I felt bad last week and being really, you know, kind of quiet on social media, but that's just the nature of not being at your full capacity. Again, podcast this weekend, Sunday, 9 o'clock. Look for rcafterhours.com/live or go to our Facebook page. We will have alpha, and we'll be talking to a couple other friends about the new Spectrum radio and probably some stuff on gas motors. So look forward to seeing you there. Again, I'm Andre. I hope you get out flying. Have a great time this weekend. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for commenting. Hey, ciao.